You know what made me get this idea, right? I was watching an anime, right?
Which one?
I think it's called like Rent a Girlfriend, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't know it was actually real, bro. But turns out it's actually real, like. And like I found the website and it's just fucking sick, bro.
Tell him you. I've been going through something. 1,855 days. I've been going through something. Be afraid.
I guess we can start here. July 11th, 2020. The beginning of my journey. The beginning of my obsession. It was the summer of 2022. God of High School was trying to win the world record for most rushed story of all time. Going from teenagers stopping robberies to literal fucking gods. And that shit was all over the place.
Why is there a show called God of High School and y'all not even in high school?
It's like who greenlighted that? I didn't watch Great Pretender. I didn't watch Orgaiho. I didn't even watch Fire Force Season 2. Instead, I started this show that always reminds me to go out and touch some grass. And also make sure I talk to a person of the opposite gender at least once a day. You know, so I don't end up like this clown.
Well, this song is about depression. It's like a way to open up a conversation.
I started Rent a Girlfriend Season 1 that year, and I've regretted it ever since. But not in the way you probably think. Growing up watching so much anime and nerd media, you think that I would be some cuckold incel that gets off to the idea of my crush getting plowed by another guy, cause apparently that's what anime fans get stereotyped as. No, I am the one who plows. I'm cutting that. What I'm trying to say is, everyone has their guilty pleasure shows. The trash that you know is trash, but it's your trash, and that's why you love it. And anybody that knows me knows I have an extreme obsession with Love Island. That show is just so fucking funny, especially watching with other people.
Do women not have equality?
Absolutely not.
How so?
I mean, really? Do you honestly believe that women have equal opportunities to men?
I believe women almost have more opportunities.
What? And one day maybe I'll make a video showing you guys why, but we'll save that for another time. I think that Cobra Kai is one of the campiest, cheesiest shows of all time, but we all can't help but love it because honestly, the fight choreography most of the times in that show goes fucking hard. And also because it wants to be an anime so bad, they literally have cutaway flashbacks to the Karate Kid movies in the middle of scenes. These niggas are going to war over karate, and it's so goddamn absurd. And I've watched every single season. You can have guilty pleasures with anime too. I still know that To Love Ru is some hot Scooby-Doo garbage, but it's one of the anime that literally got me into the anime medium in the first place.
Me? I'm Darling Rito's very cute bride to be.
You can't go around saying stuff like that! Damn, Rito! You devil! Don't listen to anything she says, she's just confused!
It was no mistake, silly. We made some very adult decisions. I've never felt closer to Eddie.
You were completely devoted to Sirenji, what the hell, dude? In all seriousness, I'm aware we have no right to be this worked up over this news, but man, this really pisses me off!
Why was he so polite? This shit was so stupid. And that just shows you right there why I even gave Rent a Girlfriend the time of day. So you're telling me if someone pitched you a show, right, about a college kid who gets dumped by his girlfriend and becomes so down bad that he goes out and rents a rental girlfriend, something that I'm just figuring out is actually real, only in Japan sadly. I never get anything I want. It's like that just gives me more incentive to go and move to Japan. Like that whole country just needs to chill out. You already sold me. I'm already there. You don't gotta do any more. And it's so sad too because Reggie Miyajimi, the author of Rent a Girlfriend, actually has amazing artwork for some portions of the manga that's been translated to the anime. And then other times the show looks like a D-list hentai animated by Queen Bee. And I'll be honest, I don't read the manga, so I don't know what's happening in the manga right now. And this video is primarily going to be about season 1 and season 2 of Rent a Girlfriend. And as of right now, I don't really consider the anime to be complete trash yet. Right now, the progression of everyone's character arc is actually moving forward in the pace I expected the characters to. I thumbnailed this video, why it's trash, not because the show has gotten to the point of no return, but because I personally know a show named Rent a Girlfriend isn't the most psychologically mind-bending test of modern day relationships and dating. If you want that, watch Love is War or Horimiya. But I'm sorry, I'm watching Rent a Girlfriend for some addictive, come back every week rom-com schlock.
They're already sharing pictures? That was pretty quick. Oh, come on! Can't you even lay low for 2 days in a row, you dumb dick?
What's he gonna do? Oh! He's pulling his cock out!
It's not well written, and for the most part, it's just dumb rom-com drama in the most absurd way possible. Our hero's name is
Kazuya Kinoshita. I'm a 20-year-old college student living on my own in Tokyo.
In the literal first episode, we get to find out that he just got dumped by his ex after 1 month of dating.
Sorry, I fell in love with someone else. Let's break up.
So this book is called Why Women Deserve Less.
And to cope with it, he rents a rent-a-girlfriend to feel better. And in comes fine-ass Chizuru Mizuhara. Chizuru was the Kanye of the anime community before Mirin came in and did everything she was doing but better. And now Kazuya's friends and family have all seen him with this rental girlfriend, and they both have to lie and say that they're both dating in front of their friends and family because they're both too stupid to clear up any and every misunderstanding they get into in this season.
Are you one of his classmates from college?
Well,
You're not his girlfriend, right?
No way, honey. We're talking about Kazuya here.
Of course. Right, it's Kazuya.
Kazuya? Girlfriend. She's my girlfriend!
So he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, bro, your grandma's not gonna die if you tell her you don't have a girlfriend. I think she'll be okay. So yeah, basically he's a fucking loser, and I say that with the hardest L. This man is such a scrub, such a termite, that after his first date with Chizuru, he gives her a bad review online on the Rent-A-Girlfriend app that he downloaded to rent her. And the only reason he gave her a bad review was because he saw other people giving her reviews online, making him think that she does this with every one of her dates. So this motherfucker got mad and gave her a bad review because she's good at her job.
Are you... like, medically speaking, are you like
I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
The job your insecure ass just paid her for. And most people would have pieced out on the first episode, but my ass was sitting there going, oh yeah, this gonna be good. You mind if I talk about the characters? Let's talk about the characters. Kazuya Kinoshita, the main protagonist of Rent a Girlfriend.
Horny, lame, boo, tomato.
Reggie Miyajima created a character that is supposed to be relatable, but instead is the most insufferable piece of shit ever. Watching this show makes you realize, yeah, at some point in time I did relate to Kazuya. As terrible as that sounds, I understand his insecurities. For the most part. I understand his constant need to lie to his loved ones. For the most part. I understand his need to constantly admire attractive women. For the most part. I understand his need to jerk it to pictures of his ex while thinking about shit. Wait, hold on, it's Choto fucking Mate. I forgot that even happened. Personal question to my subscribers. Do y'all still do that? I mean, yeah, it's maybe because I practice no-fap and semen retention and stuff, but I will never understand the need to keep pictures of girls on your phone to, you know, get busy to later. That's like rubbing one out to her Instagram pictures, bro. I'd say either tuck the urges and wait till you can see her again, or actually go out and do something active to burn that shit off, bro. But I'm getting off topic. The more you watch Kazuya, the more you feel disgusted that you even related to him ever in your life.
I'm gonna rent you next week!
Huh?
And then I'll rent you the week after that, and the week after that too! I won't stop!
Do you have any idea how much money that's gonna cost you?
No, and I don't care!
But Kazuya!
I'll get a job to pay for it!
You insecure fucking prick. I honestly can't stand you. It's like your brain doesn't fucking work. You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Do y'all remember the last episode of Rent a Girlfriend Season 1? The entire point of Rent a Girlfriend is that we want to see Chizuru and Kazuya together, I think. So yeah, the man finally decides to stop being such a pussy and confess. And I'm pretty sure we all as a collective were like,
It's about damn time.
let's go, bro. Go ahead. Beat it up. You deserve this. I think. Nah, as a matter of fact, you don't deserve this, actually. Because literally 5 seconds later, he does this.
It's you! You're the one I want!
Huh?
Got your ass.
What do you mean?
Well, that's my rental girlfriend, of course. That's all I meant. You're the only one I ever want to rent, and so it's gonna be so sad when you quit the job and move on. That's all I was trying to say, you know.
This nigga is trash.
It's like, of course. How did I even fall for this? I am the master at noticing anime tropes, and I fell for the most common one. The, oh, I like you, but not like you. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? This man is 21. With his own place, and most 21-year-olds don't even have that. And for some reason, this man's dad must secretly be the Japanese Bruce Wayne. Because where does he get all his money from? So I did my research, and the cost to rent Chizuru, because she's one of the more popular rent-a-girlfriends on the app, isn't really specific. It kind of varies, but the most plausible date that I can conclude is that this dude Kazuya spends a little more than $2,000 on all of his dates, if my math is correct. Please, if I'm wrong, let me know. Now, this price really isn't accounting for the service fees from the dates that we've been shown in the show, because that was just season 1. So if you weren't convinced about the type of man Kazuya is, yeah, I just confirmed it for you. Kazuya is without a doubt one of the worst main characters I've ever watched or read in any. You know those guys that you see in the comment section on any P-Hub video? A man that is the main source of income for the newest hot tub streamer thought, just so she can say his name in her Twitch chat.
I have provided a few defense essentials and some cash to ensure that no amount of financial tampering can hinder your resolution. Lastly, I've included a new phone. All you have to do is activate the service. And then he gave me his number. This is my personal number. If you ever need anything at all, do not hesitate to ask.
She don't wanna you, nigga. She don't wanna you.
One of the biggest train wrecks of a character I've ever seen be made, with bar to none redeeming qualities to make him even tolerable or likable for the viewer to stomach this bullshit. This video would be 2 hours long if I were to go in depth on how the word simp should literally be tatted on this man's body. Trust me, we would be here
all day, nigga.
And I'm just supposed to be talking about season 2 Kazuya. But does it really matter? Season 1 Kazuya and season 2 Kazuya are basically the same person. In season 2, he is still the embodiment of pathetic.
Pain has never felt so good. A high five with Mizuhara during her off hours. This is a dream come true.
Wow, this is garbage. You actually like this?
He cannot go a single second with a girl before objectifying her on her appearance. Every time it happens, it always pisses me off. Fuck! And I'm not gonna act like I have the most pure-hearted Christian mind always on a daily basis, but every time he fantasizes about how fine Chizuru is or any other girl in the series, I actually want to end it all. Mind you, I'm not the biggest certified lover boy, kitty whisperer or anything. I've just bred myself going into my adulthood to help myself better talk to women that I don't know and not treat a girl I'm on a date with like a piece of meat that I'm trying to put together with my piece of meat, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, and get out of my own head and actually think about how anxious she probably is as well. You want to make a girl feel comfortable by treating her like a homie when interacting with her and not going into boyfriend mode when you literally just met. You can still do the normal male chivalry things that men should do on dates, but never go on and on to a girl about how good she looks, even in your head. If it's an attractive girl you're on a date with, she already knows she's fine. Tell her she looks nice once, then move the fuck on. She don't want to hear all that.
Damn. She's hot.
She's cute.
She's so cute. More likely it's because she's cute.
There aren't many girls around as cute as Ruka. I mean, just look at
her. I get it! She gets enough of that in her DMs. It will never be a good look. Trust me. Trust me. Now, Kazuya does not know how to talk to women in season 1, period. But I'll admit, in season 2, he's better, in my opinion. Not too much, but better. There's this one scene with Sumi on episode 11 that I really like, but I'll talk about that when I talk about her. Kazuya is the type of person you let inconvenience you because you pity him. I truly don't think that Chizuru even likes this man, and she just tolerates him because of her grandma. You can't even call Kazuya an everyman type of character build, because I'd be hard pressed to find a guy that completely acts like this.
I'm ready to go all the way with you.
Well... Ruka, there's no way I can do that.
Do you really mind me trying to get closer? Here? Like this?
One sec, gotta use the bathroom.
Bro, really?
His pros don't outweigh his cons as a boyfriend. Chizuru opens up to Kazuya about her home life and how he shouldn't be the one funding her acting career like she's an e-girl Twitch star. Was actually one of my favorite scenes of the show so far.
If you can't reach your parents or friends, I'll do whatever I can. As your neighbor, I mean.
They're gone.
Huh?
My parents. Both of them are gone.
Huh?
Because she's just a regular college girl with her own goals and ambitions, and doesn't really want to be put on a pedestal by anybody. She's been getting all of her success out the mud, and I mess with that. As a matter of fact, them opening up to each other was really well done. It's just too bad that whenever you think Kazuya has learned a lesson, he forgets it the next day.
Oh my goodness. I can't take it anymore.
When he finally wants to tell the truth, he tells it at the worst possible times. Chizuru's grandmother is literally in the hospital on her deathbed, and he wants to tell the truth then? Why? Oh, don't get me started on the dinner party scene.
I can't have Chizuru accepting that ring. Oh boy, this is it.
Kazuya, please explain yourself.
There's no other way. There's no avoiding it anymore. But this can't keep going on. Besides, I need to end this. I have to do it. Tonight. Right here and now. It's time to end this. Forgive me, Ruka. I can't continue with this farce.
This is the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Can I say this? Fake out confessions in an anime need to be exterminated. It's not clever writing. It's barely even suspenseful writing anymore. Especially when this is already your third time doing it in the show. I want to defend the offer. I do. Because I'm a writer myself. And I understand how bloodthirsty the manga industry probably is. You want to be like, oh, maybe he forgot a plotline due to lack of sleep or something. I want to give him that sympathy. But my sympathy can only extend so far, bro. Everything that comes out of Kazuya's mouth to his grandmother is damn near a lie. Anything he says to his two best friends are damn near a lie. Like, golly, bro. That grinds my gears. Kazuya is always getting pissed off at Kibe, one of his best friends, even though he's actually giving him good advice on what he should do about his relationships.
I know your brain's a dumpster fire, but at least burn for the right girl. If you can't treat a girl who chose to be with you right, then maybe you're a lost cause.
Let him cook.
I'm gonna let him. Let him. I am.
And Kazuya is just always like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know the situation. Like, duh! You don't tell him shit! What do you expect? Man, I'm done talking about this clown. Grown-ass man skipping through the hallway. Get off my screen. Chizuru Mizuhara, the second most unproblematic person in this cast of goobers. I mostly have good things to say about Chizuru, really. As of right now in season 2, Chizuru is still a person you can root for. She puts herself out as Madonna, the perfect girlfriend to have on your shoulder, but really she's just a struggling college girl whose dream is to be a big time actor. She be on her grind for real. She be doing kiddie plays, theater shows. She even treats her rental girlfriend job as acting practice.
So, where are we going to next? We can go wherever you like.
Look, please, can you just act normally around me?
Huh?
Just be the usual you when you're with me. I already know what you're actually like, so you don't have to put on the girlfriend act.
I told you before, this job is acting practice for me. The role I'm playing now is your ideal girlfriend.
Her work ethic towards her career is the reason I never had a problem with her being a rental girlfriend. I mean, if bozos like Kazuya are gonna pay you bands to be their fake shawty, shit, get that paper, queen. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. She's actually working towards something. She's passionate about an art, and she isn't doing the job just for the money or to take advantage of depressed guys who simp for her.
We're talking about rental girlfriends here. You pay for a date, and when the date's over, well, that's the end of that. It's not like we don't get it. But then, when it's a really gorgeous girl like you, then it really makes us think. We totally fall for you. We want to hold you in our arms. We're all just so childish. It's kind of embarrassing.
She treats the job with pride and professionalism. Whenever she blows up at Kazuya, he always deserves it.
What's wrong with you? Are you stupid? Yelling like that in a public place, drawing everyone's attention? What is your problem anyway? All day you've been saying stuff like, don't you feel empty? And we're strangers, huh? Seriously, are you stupid? I mean, I'm a rental girlfriend. This is just how it works.
Yeah, she kinda got his ass with that one. Her stoic, hothead, somewhat reclusive personality really feels like most girls you see nowadays, honestly. Shit, I mean, Drake said it best.
Little attitude problem, all good, it'll make the shit last.
I like my girls to have a little bit of, you know, oomph. I don't want an obedient slave as a girlfriend. If I wanted that, I'd just get isekai'd. She's not unreasonable like Ruka. She's not a pushover like Sumi. The best part about Chizuru and Kazuya's relationship is how she'll stand up to him and cuss him out for being a dumbass, because he's usually a dumbass. She is by far the most realistic girl in the story, but she too has her problems. So you know when a protagonist in an anime gives a girl a compliment and they're all like, stop saying embarrassing stuff. Oh well, I guess I gotta do it now that you asked. That right there, I hate that shit. It's in every romance anime and I fucking hate it. We need to stop doing that, please. Also, in episode 3 of season 2, one of the most unrealistic scenes happened where Chizuru loses her apartment key and goes inside Kazuya's house to get to her house and doesn't immediately pass out from the 100 cans of bounce that ass's apartment probably smells like. Chizuru's main problem is how she treats Kazuya's feelings. She likes to act mature, but she's just as childish as him when it comes to her feelings. It's just like the author writes these women like he's never met one before. Like this one scene where Kazuya falls on Chizuru by accident one night, and instead of getting off of her like she asked,
Get off. Get off of me.
this man's planning out a 5-page sex scene in his head instead of getting off of her like she asked. So at this point, Chizuru saw through the oops, I fell on you, what's gonna happen anime trope, but she still couldn't get out of this situation.
I think you've got to start wondering, what the hell is this plot?
I'm sorry, Chizuru, it's over for you. There's no saving you, baby girl. In one episode, Kazuya asked Chizuru to wear a middle school uniform for him on a date. Now, any girl would be like, this guy's a weirdo. Why is he trying to live out his middle school fantasies with me? Ain't you 20?
That's weird. Mizuhara in a school uniform is far deadlier than I imagined. That short skirt, which she usually never wears on rental dates. Her assertive chest, which that tight blazer can't cover up. Her long black hair ties it all together, making the sum bigger than its parts. A chain reaction of loveliness!
It's like his behavior is so maidenless. I have to pause the show for a minute to tolerate it. It's almost like renting Chizuru as his girlfriend gives Kazuya that good dopamine release more than actually having her as his actual girlfriend. He's like a guy who gets addicted to porn, but all he watches is YouTube bikini try-on hauls and never actually goes for the real thing. And remember when I said Chizuru is just as weird as Kazuya? Well, I say that only because she has like 3 separate personas for herself, even if it's to help her with her acting career. I mean, that is kinda weird, don't y'all think? So honestly, even if Chizuru does end up with Kazuya by the end of the series, their relationship won't last until he does a complete overhaul on his way of thinking. I mean, she wants to be a big time actress, bro. What are you gonna do every time she has a kiss scene or maybe even a sex scene in a row? You know, he's probably gonna do his normal, like, little jittery, nervous shit. Start sweating and twerking and stuff like that. Like, look at him. Oh my god, I don't like this man. Notice how I stopped talking about Chizuru and just immediately started roasting Kazuya again. It's mostly because Chizuru's cons are nowhere close to Kazuya's cons. Kazuya's cons are at least a mile long. So I end up just doubling back on myself. I'd say out of every girl in the show, that if one day, as a human race, we are able to create technology to bring 2D girls to life, she is the one I see me dating out of all of the 3 girls in this damn show. And speaking of the 3 girls, Ruka Sarashina. I feel sad making this, because I was team Ruka back in season 1, I'm not gonna lie. She told her little crybaby backstory about her heart condition and wanting to find a man to basically stimulate her enough, and she got my stupid ass with that, I'm not even gonna lie. It's just sad that the only man in the world that could stimulate her is Kazuya. Yeah, she's immature, clingy, and Kazuya literally had to lie to his family that she's a pathological liar because she keeps showing up to places uninvited. That's just so sad. I've never seen a girl so delusional in my life. Who's writing these women? Kazuya openly states he wants to date Chizuru, literally bows his head and throws up the prayer sign to Jesus himself, and Ruka would still probably give him the yams if he asked.
Sexual harassment?
No, I'm so serious. Who is writing these women? Reggie, please tell me this isn't you, bro. Please tell me you have a ghostwriter, bro. Please, for the love of God, please. These are not real people. I can't even see them as 2D fictional people based off our own reality at this point. I've never seen or met people like this in my life.
Who are these niggas? We need to stay away from these niggas.
And I had the nerve to think that Ruka's clingy stalker attitude was kinda cute in season 1. What was I on? Ruka's heart condition must not just make her heartbeat slower, but like also stops the blood flow to her brain, because what happened?
She's your girlfriend? When did all this happen?
Oh, stop that, Ruka. Calm down. It's not really like that, Mommy. I can explain everything.
It is really like that. You're his ex-girlfriend, aren't you? Too bad for you, because I'm his girlfriend now and forever. Huh? Which means Kazuya belongs to me now, so stay away from my boyfriend!
I don't remember her being this bad. She's on 100 this season. It's to the point that I actually might think she's insane. She constantly refers to herself in the third person as Kazuya's girlfriend.
As your girlfriend, I can't ignore it.
And it's very weird. Like at this point, bitch, just get a name tag. It's like she thinks having a one-sided relationship is better than having no relationship. Then what's the point in being in that relationship then? Like, girl, other stuff can make your heart beat faster. You don't have to stay with this doo-doo water of a man. Get on a treadmill. Go on a roller coaster. Walk down an alleyway in New York City at night. Do something. The offer tries to make her self-aware of her toxicity, on how batshit crazy she actually is, but that just makes it worse because she keeps doing it. Ruka and Kazuya have so many terrible scenes together, and there is only one. Count it. One where they actually look like a healthy couple. Excuse me, a couple. You know when your girl's talking about her day on your phone and you're either half listening or getting dropped off in 2K.
Huh? Then Haruka was like, "What's the matter with you? Did something get to your head?" And I was like, "What's with the Fukuoka accent suddenly?"
Huh? Wow.
And it's the most down-to-earth scene in the whole show. It's like, yeah, Ruka finally gets a W by kissing Kazuya, and she goes full into it too. Like, this is the best animation this show has ever had. This scene went on for way too long too. Like he's a whole bottom right now. He's in a whole headlock. The fact that he actually feels bad about wasting her time on this relationship that'll go nowhere and doesn't just put his foot down and break it off shows you what type of man that Kazuya is.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
I feel like I'm watching a fire burn and nobody wants to put that shit out. So instead, let's just jump into the fire. Mommy is a demon. The worst possible ex-girlfriend you could have. A parasite. A leech. The girl on Twitter that tweets all her problems and insecurities for everyone to see.
Being so hot must make it hard for you to deal with Kazu's sex drive, right? The problem is, Kazu doesn't have any experience, and he gets this scary horny look in his eyes sometimes. One time I wore a super short miniskirt on a date with him, and he was all like, I can't stand up right now. once I let him kiss me, he wanted to all the time, even if he just ate garlic and had terrible breath. And he always tried to hold my hand and take me back to his messy apartment, and you know what that's about. It was almost impressive just how horny he was.
That's enough backstory, Mommy.
This is literally the most insecure conversation I've ever seen. Are you uncomfortable? I'm uncomfortable. It's like Mommy was cool in season 1. She was made to be hated, but she also clearly has her own problems mentally that they've yet to show us, so it keeps us interested. But I feel like she was only interesting because we didn't know her intentions, and we still don't. So what the fuck? At this point, her intentions have to be idiotic because she be doing the most to mess with Kazuya and Chizuru. And at some point, you just stop and think, why? What are you doing with your life? What do you have to gain from doing this? You're evil. That's it. It's not like she even still likes Kazuya. She's just doing this for her own petty reasons. She broke up with him like a year ago. Why do you care? You have no life. She has no life. I had to say it twice just to let you know. Saying Mommy is a well-written villain is an insult to every villain. What if Pain did what he did to Naruto just to be like, I don't know, it was for funsies, bro. Just a little trolling. She has no end goal. If she was still in love with Kazuya, there are other ways to go about it. But come on, it's Kazuya. Move on! Sumi is a little ray of unproblematic shy sunshine on this badly written story, and she's barely in the show. I love how in the promo art and the ending, it shows all the girls vibing like they're besties. Like, what? Has Sumi ever even seen Mommy or Ruka? Ruka and Mommy both don't like Chizuru, and I'm pretty sure Chizuru would never hang out with Mommy's evil ass. Get this fantasy bullshit out of my face. Who do you think you're fooling with this? These girls do not like each other. Sumi is probably my favorite character in this show. It's weird because Kazuya only ever acts like a normal person when he's with her. Please run away, baby girl. Save yourself. And she has a great scene in like episode 11 or 12, I can't remember which one, which is the reason why I will keep coming back to this garbage fire of a show.
I know how you feel, Kazuya. Don't carry that weight. Don't carry it alone. I'm here with you. Lean on me.
Sumi.
You know those times when you're talking to someone and they're clearly not okay, but you want to be there for them, but they're kind of defensive about it? You finally get it out of them and they just keep venting to you, on and on to you. Well, here's a tip from Big Bro Merc. Don't try to relate to them while they're venting. If you aren't the best at being supportive, that's not your fault. But people who are hurting don't want to hear a story of how you've been through the same thing in the moment.
I got some understanding of what it is.
No. Please don't tell me that you know what I'm going through.
Okay.
She's gone. It's all my fault.
They really just want you to sit there and listen to them talk. And maybe only after they're done getting their shit off their chest, if you really care about them, that's when you can weigh in. And that is literally the moment between Kazuya and Sumi. This to me is peak Rent-A-Girlfriend. It's not really that high of a peak, honestly. The worst thing a piece of media can be for me is boring. Even with a show as frustrating, as poorly written, with so many unlikable characters, I'ma say it, I love Rent-A-Girlfriend unconditionally. Rent-A-Girlfriend is trash, but it is anything but boring. Rent-A-Girlfriend isn't romantic comedy perfected like Love is War. It doesn't make you root for every girl like the quintessential quintuplets. Rent-A-Girlfriend is addictive trash, and it's my addictive trash, and I will always love it.
Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get the shine, and throw your hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I get the shine, and throw your hands up.
カズヤって本当にいや悪い人じゃないんですよ。悪い人じゃないんですけどダメなやつですよね。
Embarrassing.